Thought I'd give everybody a little update in between trick-or-treaters here in Ontario. Oh my God, it never fails. It never fails in this province. I don't think I've seen it be nice one time on Halloween. Not one time. Pouring rain here all afternoon, raining right now. So what took place today in the sale? I want to go over a number of things. Some people had some questions. Obviously, you guys saw Stolen Dance sold. I think that's pretty good price for that mare, $17,000. So that worked out good. Where's the other horse? Amordiner was the only light one of the day. You know, just people see horses that aren't competitive, and they shy away from them. $9,000 I thought was kind of light for Amordiner, but at the same token, we have exhausted our avenues with that horse. Game Set Match sold for Hutchinson Harness Day for $11,000. Again, 2-year-old filly, end of her season, and if you watched her races, you saw what was up. A complete lunatic. $11,000 I thought was okay. Horse that I thought was sold okay, Garden State Dio. I thought maybe she could get to 25, but she was a sell on 22. So we got a sale on her for sure. The other horse I thought was a little surprising, Massive Profit. We had a sell on 25. So what that means when I say sell on 25, it means the price goes up to 24. The next bid is the winning bid, and the horse is sold. I didn't want to price them too high, but at the same token, fair is fair. Massive Profit I thought was probably worth 28, and to sell on 24, meaning you get 25, is fine. The last live bid I found out later was $21,000 on this guy. So any of our clients that really wanted to sell Massive Profit, we were buying them up. There's going to be people that keep the horse. I mean, no, we don't really want them. There should be a class somewhere for Massive Profit. I'll talk to Tim or maybe even Jimmy, and then talk to Ross and see what they want to do. If there isn't a class he can win, then we're going to have to bite the bullet. I really just thought of all the horses we had up for sale today, I knew there was a very slim chance that Will to Win Hanover was going to sell, and I don't care. I'm not giving her away. And anything less than that, we'll talk about her in a minute. I just thought that Massive Profit would bring 30, to be honest. I thought sell on 24 was a slam dunk, but I think we got underpaid, or we almost got underpaid on this guy, so we still have him. My Sweet Mimi, 24, I think is exactly what she was worth. I think we paid 18-ish for her a while ago. She won 2 or 3 races for us, maxed out her wins, I believe, or pretty well maxed out her wins in Ohio, and then we got paid fairly for her. So that was a good story there with My Sweet Mimi. I think you guys are starting to understand this now. Now, it was very tough to price Sweet on Pete. Sealster Farms bought Sweet on Pete. I was just thinking to myself, when I saw Sealster Farms sale, there was a lot of older mares there, and I was thinking to myself, Ann Stratman's a younger lady. I wonder when they're going to upgrade their broodmare band, and I guess this is the year to do it. They'd originally asked for some pictures on Will to Win Hanover, but again, I think they were thinking a lot less. Sweet on Pete, she was a sell on 42, and thinking I might get 44, 45, 46. And personally, I thought she might have been worth a little bit more. Her full sister is the mother of Southwind Encore, who's been racing good here in Ontario. She is an Uncle Peter, I guess. I don't know. It's so tough to price a horse like Sweet on Pete. As far as racing goes, she's maxed out. She would need a rest. What does she do when she comes back? A lot of concerns swirling around what she would do, and this ties into that globe-trotting, Eagle type path that I don't want to be on that often. It's very, very difficult to traverse it and very difficult to get off it, to be honest. So, Sweet on Pete, 44, all right. Fair market value, yeah, probably. I would say the low end of what I was expecting, but fair market, yeah, all right. Purple Aura, now it says make an offer asking 52, so we were a sell on 52. The reason we landed higher on Purple Aura was I had spoke to Preferred Equine, and spoke to David, and he said he thought that Purple Aura, just the fact that she only had 5 pari-mutuels and that she had some room on the win side to move, gets around a half, set those records on a fair track, and then showed that mile in 53 the other night that she actually was probably worth a little bit more. He thought maybe 48 or 50. And he said, you know what, it might even be higher than that. I like this one. I like this one, which I was surprised, but okay. So we put a buy on 52, selling after 50 virtually. So I guess buy on 51. No, they went in increments of 2 and they get up higher. That's how. So a buy on 52. Now, afterwards, she didn't sell, and then I found out the last live bid on Purple Aura was $39,000. So I was okay with it. I said, no, I'm not selling her. I can either leave her in Indiana, or I can sell her, send her to Yonkers if I want, send her anywhere I want. This filly is a little more pliable than Sweet on Pete, because Sweet on Pete has all those wins and all that money made. I get an email about 15 minutes later from Sealster Farm saying, listen, we bought Sweet on Pete. We'd love to have Purple Aura also. We're prepared to offer exactly what we paid for Sweet on Pete. Okay. I sent an email out. I think all our clients were pretty much on board. So we ended up selling Purple Aura also for $44,000. Very similar fillies. We've talked about this. Very similar in their makeup, the way they do things. I thought Sweet on Pete was a stronger, more powerful filly, but she also had a few issues that we were always dealing with, where Purple Aura, there really wasn't any. Her back bothered her a little bit from time to time, but nothing killer, and she was exceptionally good in Indiana. I think $44,000, especially if we're going to take $44 for Sweet on Pete. Okay, fine. As I said in my email, looking at the landscape the way, and I've already seen Taiwan On sell and a couple other horses, and I'm saying to myself, wow, Taiwan On at 42. Okay, Purple Aura 44 is fair. So Purple Aura I let go at 44. We worked out a deal with Sealster Farms. They have acquired both those fillies at $44,000. Next was Taiwan On. I just told you $42,000. I think that's part and parcel to what happened yesterday. The break at the gate. Megan thought she may be tied up a little bit and a little disappointed with her effort. And this filly consistency over the summery months has been a problem. Been a problem with her. 42 again. If you had asked me a month ago, I would have said 70 for Taiwan On. But now we'd have to keep her, race her somewhere, try to find some consistency where we haven't been able to find it before, and then find some classifications for her to race in before we turn her out. I really took a lot of direction from my partners on Taiwan On, and for the most part, it was a hard sell. So we sold Taiwan On. She was a sell on 40, sold for $42,000. Adrenaline Rush, I just couldn't sell him for $10,500. That's below claiming price, and he can make $20,000 in that class. I had a guy message me after, and he was, I could tell he was going to offer like 10, 11,000 Canadian. I'm like, listen, I'm going to stop you right where you're at. I said, there's nothing wrong with the horse. He'll win that class right through till January until they get sick of him. Yes, he was a little sick. He's battled some allergies and some problems, but we just got to stay on top of them, be a little more aggressive with them. And he's going to miss Thursday at Flamborough, but he can race next Tuesday at London. And quite frankly, I'm not that worried about Adrenaline Rush. I think that I'm surprised nobody's claimed him thus far, but at the same token, I'm not giving the horse away. I'm going to give him away. I'll give him away January 1st when he's out of that class and there's nowhere to race. Then you can call me and buy me. Then I'll sell him. But for now, and I said this when I put him in the sale, I put him in because I thought maybe we might get overpaid. We didn't. We kept him, and that's that. Now, that's the beauty of selling them online. He never left his stall. So it's not really the end of the world. You go to Harrisburg and have to buy them back. Oh my God almighty. You remember that with Mama Knows Best last year? We bought her back, had to put her in the trailer, had to ship her all the way back to the Meadows from, or to Northfield Park from Harrisburg, and then, by the way, pay commission on the money we didn't even get for her. No thanks. I'm happy with what took place today. All things considered, this worked out way better for us than anything else. So Adrenaline Rush, we kept. I watched a buck about Hanover. I told everybody if they sold good today, I was going to bid on a buck about Hanover, but nowhere near $534,000. That's a lot of money, but hey, listen, you can't buy horses like this. I say it all the time, but I'll say it to one we didn't even bid on. You can't buy in a buck about Hanover. The horse looked like he come a quarter about 21 seconds the other night from last against Bulldog Hanover. The horse looked great. Looked fantastic. That horse was amazing. $534,000 is a lot. Andrew Harrison, I'd love to see his name pop up. Good for him. Nice to see him get back, get some horses back in his barn. So a buck about Hanover was just too much. So I jumped past our last one twice now. Will to win Hanover. Zero interest in selling this filly for less than. I had somebody message me and say, well, what we should do is keep her and just keep the babies out of her or sell the babies. Just so we're abundantly clear, we are not selling any babies out of any of our mares. That's a non-starter. It will not happen. So if anybody out there saying, I'm going to get involved, then eventually Anthony's going to sell these babies, it's not going to happen. I need everybody to understand that. And in regards to Will to win Hanover, she'll be put in full, likely to Walner, Chapter 7. The top sire that she can be put in full to, she will be put in full to. And that mare will be sold in full next year at Harrisburg. And that also is a non-starter. There'll be no deviation from that plan. Just so we're absolutely crystal clear across the board to everybody. Because I know that, we had a couple of our clients, good partners, said, hey, we could do this, we could try this. We've already made up our mind. I've made up my mind of what we are going to do with Will to Win Hanover. If she sold today, her sell was $88,000, which I thought was low, quite frankly. But we kept her. I actually had a client say, I can't believe you wouldn't sell her for $88,000. Well, then you're not paying attention real close, because this is one of the better fillies, better bred fillies to be offered up right now. You look through the Harrisburg catalog, look at what's available. Will to Win Hanover is one of the better bred fillies to be offered up right now in racing. I'm a little biased. She's our filly, but man, she's a full sister of Crystal Fashion, who made $2 million, and the one in the second dam, Low Leak, made over $1 million. So you have Will to Win Hanover, first dam, second dam, Crystal Fashion, $2.1 million, third dam, Low Leak, $1 million. 2 world champions right there in the pedigree. Doesn't get much better than that. And then if you want to be real picky and go back and look at the mare herself, she can just leave a quarter about 26 seconds. Not wear a hobble, never make a break. She's a nice filly. Very, very nice filly. So I was very happy to keep Will to Win Hanover, especially after the day we had. I don't think we got underpaid. I would have liked to see a little bit more, but all things given, all things taken into consideration, I think that was fair market, maybe a tick above for some of them, and right on for everybody else. So a decent sale, especially considering we don't have to ship them everywhere and watch them go through the ring and pay exorbitant costs. I think we did okay today. So an okay day at the preferred sale. This will go a long way. We're going, as I said, we got Harrisburg coming up step by step. We keep inching closer. 6 minutes to post before our first horse races at Mohawk. Good luck to everybody tonight. Hopefully we'll have a great night at the track also, because not a bad night. Not a bad day at all at the preferred sale. So I hope everybody had a good day. I know if you were outside, you didn't. It was miserable weather. Sun's coming tomorrow. Supposed to be nice here in Ontario. Nice across the board. I'll be in Ohio Wednesday. Back here Thursday, Friday. Back in Ohio Saturday night. I'll be in Harrisburg. Sunday, it all starts Sunday in Harrisburg. Last big sale of the year. We'll talk to you all very soon.